Hello! For a while there, I was looking like an evil plan to discover concept art hidden in the mountains was going to be unnecessary.
Where are you, concept art? Where are you?
But the artist has requested that the images be removed. So basically, one morning I was checking my email, and if you've subscribed to the RSS feeds that NarniaWeb has, you can get the NarniaWeb news stories delivered right to your inbox, your email inbox, so you don't have to go straight to NarniaWeb, you can just see everything from your email inbox. So that's what I do, and I was looking and I saw a new concept art story, and I was looking at it, I was like, this is awesome. Because there were tons and tons of new images. I was just like, oh my gosh, it was overwhelming because up until this point, we've only had, let's count them, like 2 real high-definition concept art pieces and 2 pieces of previs. So it was kind of disappointing to discover that the artist has requested that the images be removed due to the fact that the scenes are not going to be in the movie. However, I still want to talk about them because there's nothing else to talk about. So instead of actually showing the concept art pieces, I drew up some copies of the concept art pieces. I do have to warn you though, the guy who did these concept art pieces, Greg Splanick, I have no idea how you say his name, I'm too lazy to look it up right now, but his concept art pieces were very, very well done. They look awesome in terms of artistic merit. They are works of art. My drawings, well, they're more works of art. The first concept art piece looks kind of like this. You have this stone archway with a lion head thing on it, and then you see this underwater city. Basically, this reminds me of the stone lion head moment when Lucy and Susan are running across the street in Prince Caspian, and they're running to this train station. And that the stone lion head there, it had nothing to do with Narnia. It was just reminding you of Narnia and Aslan. I mean, I'm guessing that the people who live in this underwater city do not know about Aslan. So, I'm guessing that it's just being symbolic here. I'm reminding you that Aslan is looking over everything with his omnipotent eyes and could pop out at any moment. This concept art piece, basically the big thing everybody's looking at is there are 4 gigantic seahorses with sea people riding on them. And with those sea people appear to be the Pevensies and Caspian and Eustace. Oh, the horror. I am not all that concerned that they're being kidnapped, as a lot of people seem to think. As anticlimactic as this sounds, I think the sea people just may up ending being friends. Besides, it really doesn't make all that much sense to me in the first place because humans can't breathe underwater, so how can the sea people kidnap them and take them down without drowning them? We've been told by the artist that these scenes aren't going to be in the book, but I still think they will have the sea people have a relatively large part in the storyline. I'm guessing that they will find what happened to one of the lords in an adventure with the sea people. This is just a wild speculation, but I'm thinking that they might cut out the Deathwater Island scene and replace it with merpeople. The Deathwater scene is interesting, but it's not exactly super visually exciting-ish. I don't know, what I'm thinking is they would think that the merpeople and having them have a whole village and stuff would be more visually interesting than Deathwater. This concept art piece is just more of the underground city. Could be the merpeople's underground city? I don't know. It's interesting looking. This concept art piece appears to be of a massive wave. The best guess I have right now is that this is the wave where you could cheap rides at the end of the world. And in the concept art, this wave looks gigantic. It looks like bigger than a tsunami. It looks like maybe like it's 100 feet tall or more. and it's got a galaxy in the background, like all these planets and stuff. It's just crazy. I mean, one of the reasons I love concept art is it's so much more epic than the actual movie. There's a short little concept art piece that shows this big blue roomish thing with this white crystal and this white thingy coming out of the top of the crystal, and the crystal kind of looks like a head. Now, the first three things I think of when I look at this are, 1, the White Witch's crown, 2, that sort of like crystal thing that came up when the hag speared her wand into the stone table place, and went like, and 3, Narniweb's April Fool's joke that Tilda Swinton would be reprising her role as the White Witch in the Dawn Treader. There's a very nice concept art piece of Caspian, seemingly in Aslan's country. You can see Aslan and Caspian, and there are all sorts of flowers with beautiful colors everywhere, big mountains, everything. My wild guess is that this is a dream that Caspian has after he's convinced he wants to go to the edge of the world. And everybody's like, no, that would be abandoning us. He's like, no, I want to go to the edge of the world. What I'm guessing is that this is a dream he has after that whole incident, and then he sees Aslan, and he sees Aslan's country, and Aslan's like, you need to lead the Narnian people and go back and be their king. Here's Aslan's country, it's beautiful, but it will all still be there after you die. You don't need to see it now. And those are about all the concept art pieces I have thoughts on. I mean, the other ones are interesting, but I don't really have any big thoughts on them. They're just there. Overall, even though the artist has said that these scenes are not going to be in the movie, it makes me even more excited to see Dawn Treader in theaters. And it makes me really wonder just how far they're going to go artistically in this film. Oh, and Minotaur power. Yeah.